We talked to you, when training camp first started and how, for a goaltender to sort of get into the pace. How did you feel out there today? Saw you pushing off on the posts a lot. Do you feel like you're getting to that point now?
Yeah, no, I feel physically good. Now for me, it's just cleaning up the details, fine-tuning stuff, getting at game speed. So, yeah, like physically I'm capable of doing everything. It's just a matter of dialing in the small details and getting my game crisp for the game.
And how important are these scrimmages? Obviously, you're against your teammates, yes, but particularly for your position, just given what you were just saying.
Yeah, it's really important, especially since I didn't play a lot last year and I was kind of playing with an injury. Some things weren't where I wanted them to be. So yeah, it's really important for me to, treat every practice, every game like it's a game. So just working on the small details and just making sure that everything's ready to go.
When you talk about being ready to go, is there a point for you where you say, like, okay, I need this many scrimmages or this many preseason games to really feel like, is there something in your head that you have? You don't have to say which.
Yeah, no, it's not like a set number. It's more just a feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking at myself going, oh, I need 6 games. I'm looking at myself going, this needs work, this needs to tighten up a bit, or this needs a little bit of extra work put into it. So it's not a set number. It's more just a feeling I'm chasing, and we're on a good track.
And you feel like that feeling you're chasing is right there for you?
Yeah, for sure. Physically, like I said, everything's good. Just honing in those details and should be ready to go.
Thanks, Mac. So this is the first opportunity we really get to speak to you since you've joined the club. What has the last couple of days been like for you, even weeks when you just recently arrived?
Yeah, just trying to get everything together kind of off the ice and get my family set. We were able to secure a spot, and so things will get easier now getting out of the hotel and kind of get in the groove of things. But just coming here, getting to know the guys and just staff in general and getting acclimated, it's been good and good group here and great staff, so it's been easy.
You've moved around before, but what is it sort of when you're trying to acclimate yourself, the most important things for you, whether it, especially on ice?
Yeah, we'll try to get the systems down quickly. It's still important to, get in the group with the other players and get to know them. I think that's really important. No matter what the case may be, you want to, feel comfortable in the room and get to know everybody, just players and staff in general. But then you get to know the coaches, the systems, and just try to pick up things and get a little bit better every day.
What do you feel from that scrimmage? You've been able to sort of get into. Obviously, it's a bit different because you're not playing against an actual opponent, but just to get into that groove of the game, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel okay. It can be a little scrambly out there at times, like I'm sure it shows. But like I said, it's just like us, like our team. We got handed it to us yesterday, and it's it doesn't matter if you're playing against your teammates or whatever it is. You're still competing, and you want to look good. And obviously we weren't happy yesterday, and we felt a little bit embarrassed. So we wanted to have a better effort today, and I think our team got better today, and so that was a good sign.
Did you know anybody on the team prior to being here?
Yeah, I played with Tatar in Vegas and Dougie in Carolina, so I knew those guys a little bit, and so it was good talking to them a little bit beforehand. And then I played with Taylor Hall last year in the same line, so he gave me a good rundown as well.
Thank you very much. Just wondering how you've been feeling. You had that rookie camp. Now you're in the thick of training camp. How are you feeling and getting into your groove? I know you have a lot of expectations on yourself.
No, I'm feeling good. It feels like a good pace out there. So, yeah, a good couple practices and, a fun scrimmage today. So, yeah, feeling good right now.
The things that you worked on this summer, I know you took very seriously. Can you start feeling the differences, whether it's your speed, your size, your ability to defend against pucks?
Yeah, I'm feeling stronger. I'm feeling faster. So I think that helps my game a lot. Now I can play with more speed, and I still feel like strong on the puck that I can handle it by myself sometimes. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm really comfortable with the work I put in this summer, and yeah, I'm ready to go.
At what point do you sort of feel what you need to, like how many games, or do you feel that you could just jump right into things right now? Or is it sort of about warming things up?
Nah, of course you want to get game. You want to play games. that's why you play this game. You want to be out there with the guys and play real hockey games that matter. So, yeah, it's only you're getting prepared right now for what's coming.
One of the things that Tom Fitzgerald said just a couple days ago is that, Alex is going to get a real chance here to make an impact, to be on this team. When you hear that from your general manager after what you went through last year, what does that mean to you?
It gives you a confidence boost, of course. They trust you. They see something in you that they think can help this team. So it gives me a confidence boost, and I'm just going to show that I'm able to can produce in that level.
Good. All right. Thank you. Miles, I just want to know how you're feeling after 2 scrimmages in a row. Obviously, last year when you tried to come back, you got a couple games under your belt and then didn't really work out for you. How are you feeling right now with those 2?
I feel great right now. Last year was a long year for me, but right now I feel great.
Is there any point where, where do you have any worry, or do you feel that the summer was enough for you to fully recover to be exactly who you want to be?
I've been rehabbing for about a year now, so strength-wise I feel great. It's more flexible than my non-surgical hip, so that's a great sign. But I talked to the docs during camp, and they see no problems at all, and I feel great, which is the most important part.
Do you feel that you have your same speed that has been something that you've relied on your career?
For sure, yeah. That hasn't left. That's the key to my game, so I'm thankful that stayed around.
One of the things when we were talking to Lindy and Fitzy, but right when camp started, was a lot of the new guys coming in and that veteran leadership. And again, Lindy went back to, well, we also have to remember that Miles will be coming back and can be a key contributor and someone we need in our lineup. I know I've asked you this before last year, but to hear that, especially with everything you've gone through trying to come back, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, that means a lot for me. I wasn't around the room a lot last year, but it's time for me to step up again this year. I think the guys that we got in the off season here, Pally, Smitty, and Halsey, they all have playoff experience. They all have a voice in this room. They're older players. They played a lot, so that's going to help us out tremendously. And I just can't wait to get going here.
I was going to say that was probably the next thing is preseason coming up. How even more important is that than a scrimmage just for you?
It's very important. Yeah, I mean, it's my 5th game in about a year or so. So just getting the timing down back in, the game speed, the game shape. That's going to be very important for me. It's one thing to skate and practice, but it's a whole nother step up to playing games, and I haven't done that a lot. So this preseason will be a good test for me.
How many teeth did you just lose?
I didn't lose any teeth. I have a bridge down in the bottom, and it came a little loose, so classic. It's a great way to start the season. But
very on brand for Miles Wood, right?
Yeah, right.
Walk us through the sort of feeling when that happened, on that play.
It's happened so many times, and it was just more like, oh, come on, like not in a scrimmage like this. But it was fine. Nothing against Holtz. He's a great kid. Just a stick came up and hit me.
What do you think of Holtz so far?
He's been a great player in the A, and I think they're going to give him a great shot here to try to make this club. And now it's up to him to step up. He's a player that we need. He's a young, talented kid, and hopefully he can do it. He's a great kid, first and foremost.
The things that you said yesterday was you were trying to observe the compete level, the readiness. What did you think about particularly Group A, who this is their first scrimmage?
I like the way they played. The Holtz, Hughes, and Palat line, they had a good day. I thought the detail in the scrimmage was better than yesterday for both teams, system-wise, compete-wise. Heavier plays on the body, harder on pucks, more stuff we were looking for.
What does Alexander Holtz need to show you guys through this part of training camp?
Well, he's got to continue to get better. Pace of play, strong on pucks. those are the things that he's worked hard on and improving. He's got to keep trying to show that and keep trying to improve, and he's worked hard on that. We saw some real good things in Buffalo, and we've seen some good things in a couple days here through practice and the scrimmage. But the pace of play and the level of the scrimmages and preseason games will all go up. So you just keep on evaluating.
I know we talk about him a lot, but just to hear Miles say 2 games in a row, 2 days in a row, he feels great. I mean, how important is that, given he came back for 3 games last year and it just didn't work?
That's great news. We were hoping that he could remain healthy through camp, that he would feel good, that the amount of drills he could go through and the level of compete could be really high. And, so far, I've seen what we would expect of him. His skating has been really good, and obviously physicality is something that probably you'll see a little bit more of when you start playing preseason games against an opponent. But big step in the right direction.
Did you have an oh no moment when Alexander Holtz hit him in the face?
Oh no was because I wasn't up in the stands yet.
So you missed that one.
I think I was 2 seconds late for that one.
What was the thinking behind the Palat, Holtz, and Hughes line, and what do you think they can complement each other?
Well, I think the one thing you have an opportunity to do in training camp is take a look at things. Put Alexander with some really good pieces. Jack can open up a lot of ice. We know what a great shot Alexander has. We're looking for pieces that complement each other. Like I said, the reason different players are in different places are, if we don't try, we would never know. So I think it was a great opportunity to take a look at it.
In preparation, do you kind of have your roster set? What do you think it's going to be for Monday?
We do. We're just we're just trying to finalize it right now. We had a tentative list, and obviously, I think when you see a couple scrimmages, a couple practices, a player here and a player there always change. So we'll finalize that list today, and we'll have Monday and Tuesday done.
First opportunity to see Mackenzie in a competitive battle. What did you see from him, the way he's moving around in his net, and is it encouraging to you?
He's moving around well. Attitude has been great. Work ethic has been excellent. I guess at the end of the day, you want him to stop pucks. I think there's probably one that he'd like back. But overall, it just keep progressing. We don't expect everything in one day or one scrimmage or a half a scrimmage. But we're evaluating on practices, and I think he'll just keep feeling better and better.
What do you think Holtz needs to improve on? Is there any part of his game you think he needs to really hone in on?
Well, there's lots of little areas that we ask a lot of young players. That pace of play, getting over top of pucks, stronger in pucks, wall play, all the little areas that young players sometimes struggle with, that they got to continue to get better.